That was amazing. So, I want to take a picture of that.
So, wanted to acknowledge or mention we have another speaker now, and this young man, last 2011 actually, we were on Patio Street and doing sort of a test run of the survey that we did at Pride that year, and I went up to him and I asked him to sign it, and he did, and he said, you know, my dad died from lung cancer this year, and so we talked about that because I lost my dad that year too. But so we had that in common, and of course we're both very committed to this issue of the issue of smoking and secondhand smoke in our community. So I wanted to give Alex a chance to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. Thank you. My name is Alex Walker, and I just want to thank everyone who's come out today. I want to thank the representatives from Senator Leno's office, from Senator Miano's office. I want to thank Supervisor Marr, who had to leave, for his leadership on this issue, and especially on the recent legislation you may have heard about smoke-free apartments, making sure that tenants and landlords have more information. I thank Supervisor Wiener for all of your work. Actually, Brian called me up one day whenever the Jane Warner Plaza regulations were under consideration at Supervisor Marr's land use committee, and Supervisor Wiener was there as well, and I was happy to tell my story and help at least a little bit to make sure that Jane Warner Plaza is now smoke-free. You know, Brian mentioned I met him in 2011, and you know, I was so happy that he gave me a conduit to work on this issue as a member of the LGBT community who has been personally affected by, you know, the effects of smoking on a loved one. But you know, my father was a smoker, but I learned through the information that Freedom from Tobacco puts out, and thank you for all the research and all the information you put out there, that you don't have to be a smoker to get lung cancer, to get you know, any kind of those diseases, that heart disease, et cetera, et cetera. It could be from secondhand smoke. So I want to again thank Freedom from Tobacco for everything, for making sure that these public spaces where, you know, people are gathering are safe for everyone. And I also want to say very quickly that thank you for Henny Kelly for speaking about, you know, workplace issues and labor issues. I've been very happy to be elected to the executive board of the California Democratic Party a week and a half ago, and thank you. From the west side of San Francisco, not this area, but I just want to say that as an elected delegate to the Democratic Party, the party that honors working conditions, honors labor, a party that, I'm going to get political for a minute, I hope you don't mind. You know, a party that really deals with healthcare and, you know, that deals with making sure we have healthy families, that I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that across California, our party is talking to our elected officials, like people like Supervisor Wiener who are working in their communities, make sure that across California, we can have public spaces like this that are smoke-free across the state. So I want to thank the leadership of Brian and people from the here in San Francisco, and I want to make sure we can do this across the state. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Alex. Edie, do we have another song? We're going to put you to work here, I'm sorry.
My libation. Oh, there they are. You know, I don't smoke, but I do have my wine, I have to say that. You know, one thing that's really great to see this, we were just talking to Gary back there, is like, you know, the turnout for this is wonderful. I mean, we filled every seat here inside of Cafe Flore, and that really lets me believe that for those of you that are here, obviously when you have issues that you believe in, that you don't have a problem standing up and speaking out. And this song is my original tune that I wrote, kind of speaks to that. It's called Stand Up. You can buy it on my website. Whoa, 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 stand up. Whoa, whoa, stand up. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Oh, yeah. Whoa, whoa, stand up. Whoa, whoa, stand up. Yeah. find you, it don't mean anything. To love yourself, it's never wrong, it's right. You've got to stand up, be counted, and you'll gain everything. Day or night, the road to life is freedom. Yeah, find the light to your dreams and achieve them. You gotta find it for what is right, because you don't lose sight of the truth that's within you. Yeah, stop and fight for what is right, because you don't lose sight of the truth that's within you. Yeah, you gotta stand up. Oh, stand up. Stand up. Yeah. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Be counted. Stand up. And shout it. Stand up. Don't doubt it. Stand up. Stand up. All your hopes and dreams come first. You're the driver in the seat. But you focus all on you, it doesn't mean conceit. Just love yourself, it's never wrong, it's right. You've got to stand up, be counted, and you gain everything. Day or night, cover up to the light of freedom. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Find the right to your dreams and achieve them. You gotta find it. Stronger than fight for what is right, because you. And I'm calling you, and you, and you, and you. Don't lose sight of the truth that's within you. Yeah. Stronger than fight for what is right, because you. Don't lose sight of the truth that's within you. Yeah, you got to stand up. Come on, y'all get quiet. Stand up. Stand up. I said, yeah. Stand up. Stand up. You know, be counted. You know you got to shout it. Don't you ever doubt it. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. I said, yeah. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Hey, hey, hey. Stand up. Hey, hey, hey. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. People always talk about who you with and where you been.
That's a really great song, BB. Well, speaking of standing up, a lot of you have been sitting down for quite a while and being an amazingly attentive and respectful crowd. We really appreciate that, but we don't expect you to sit there and listen to us for 2 more hours. So, and I know some of you have were fortunate to be among the first 10 people to sign our clipboard and are getting a free meal from Freedom from Tobacco tonight, and it's time for you guys, just about time for you guys to order your food. So thank you all for coming to that. And I know that I wanted to take a moment with Supervisor Wiener to take a photo with our placard here, but please don't feel as though you all have to sit there quietly during that. Please do get up and order food and spend money here at Cafe Flore. Thank you again for their smoke-free patio. And BB will continue to sing songs periodically throughout the night, and we'll say a few more things, but feel free to get up and mingle and chat and all that stuff. Thank you so much for coming.